Kasi what we are getting right now, 14 years old and below, no liability at all. No liability at all. Let me repeat that. No liability at all. They are not charged. Yun yung problem. Okay? Why don't we charge these children? Okay? Let's charge these children for the crime that they committed. And then because of their age, they will be entitled to enter into a program or an institution that caters minors and things like that. But they have to be responsible and accountable to whatever act that they committed. Ang problem ka nga kasi ngayon, ang reality nga kasi ngayon, just because of the age, they are not held accountable. All they need to do is to go an intervention program, a diversion program, a rehabilitation program, pero hindi nakalista na nakagawa siya ng krimen.
Ako naiintindihan ko where he's looking this at too. Tinanong ko nga siya, sabi niya, hindi pa fully develop yung brain. Okay. Pero kaya lack of capacity of understanding. But the point is, that's numerically false. Hindi fully developed of brain in terms of impulse control. But in terms of understanding, it is there. It has been, sinabi ko na sa'yo, Fernando, I don't want to look at this at his own perspective because his perspective lack empirical grounding. Bakit ko ipe-prefer yung perspective niya na lacking empirical grounding when I'm actually aware of neuroscience studies that toddlers actually have basic understanding of right and wrong and even the concept of fairness. Kaya nga yung mga kids ninyo can experience jealousy because they understand the concept of fairness. Ang kulang lang sa kanila is impulse control na minsan masasapak nila yung kapatid nila who is getting more. Do you understand? You will never experience jealousy. Okay? If you don't have any experience or envy, if you don't have any understanding of what's fair in your family, and every parent understand that. That's why parents take so much effort in order to make sure that their children get equal of everything. Because they know that their kids understand the concept of unfairness. Ngayon, kung sasabihin mo sa akin, na these people, that the kids don't understand, lack capacity of understanding, then education will not be able to work because education rests on the premise that the person being educated will be able to understand. Alam mo, it's per Penzulo. So how do you want these kids be punished? I think Penzway, whatever, you just came here late, okay? Ang sinasabi
namin actually yung guidelines on how to deal with it.
Nagbabanggit na kami dito, binasa pa nga namin. Ang sinasabi namin dito, okay, ako, personally, what I'm saying is, yeah, I agree with you that don't put these kids in adult prison. Okay. Kasi nga, I would agree with you that they might still be able to be reformed. Okay? I agree with you because their brain is still developing. I agree with that. Okay? Pero ang sinasabi ko, mali yung batas. Kasi yung batas, sinasabi, minimum of 1 year of confined rehabilitation, which has no scientific grounding at all. A 12-year-old that escaped, a 14-year-old capable of murder has a brain that is already developmentally damaged by whatever, and that it could be reformed in 1 year is impossible. Kaya nga igigame niya yung system which is now more likely because there have already been discussion on what is actually the diagnostic criteria in order for someone to be released from rehabilitation. So nakikita nyo. Second, sinabi ko na dito, if a kid, okay, if a minor committed a heinous crime, a minimum of 13 years is going to be computed like age that the crime is committed plus 13 years. Why? If you're 12, a minimum of 13 years, you will be assessed at 25 years old. Why at 25 years old? Because at 25 years old, you already have a more or less fully developed prefrontal cortex. And that means that your brain is now capable of impulse control. So at 25, you would be assessed if you could actually demonstrate that your brain is already capable of impulse control so that you would not be able to repeat the heinous crime that you committed when you are a juvenile. And I believe that's just fair. No, if you commit a heinous crime, you should be deprived of liberty. And I agree with these people na the juvenile can still be reformed. Okay, then it would be a confined rehabilitation, but it would be a minimum of 13 years. So age of commitment of the crime plus 13 years. And I think that's just fair for the victim's family and etc. And the victim's family should actually be included in actually assessing whether the juvenile offender actually shown true remorse. Hindi lang yung pwede na specialist ka lang, dapat kasama yung victim's family so that the full justice would include the victims themselves in actually assessing whether this person has been reformed or not. It should be included in the diagnostic. Hindi yung lang, pag nagpakita ka lang ng reform, papakitaan mo lang yung social worker. And the social worker is not even trained on assessing whether a brain has been fully reformed. You put a tondo kid and someone who grew up in what's this Forbes Park together, sheltered life. Look who between the two of them can actually be able to negotiate a better price in haggling.
Mm-mm.
Parang ginawa yung batang yung pag-iisip ng bata as parang PWD.
Oo, yeah. Ginawa niyang PWD yung isip ng bata. That was his initial reaction dun sa hindi raw kasi naiintindihan ng bata. Pag may ginawa siyang krimen, hindi niya naiintindihan yung ginagawa niya.
I'm really wondering, Joey, I'm really wondering paano niya dinidisiplina yung mga anak niya sa bahay.
That kind of thinking is is treating children as imbecile.
Yeah,
yung
but
mga
that's not true.
bata lang. Hindi ibig sabihin, imbecile sila.
Ang kulang sa kanila, impulse control, which actually gets fully developed at 25 years old. Pero yung understanding, it has already been established time and time again by neuroscientists that even toddlers have already understand the concept of right and wrong, and of course, of fairness. Kaya nga nag-experience sila ng jealousy because they feel that things are unfair. They understand that.
More
pero,
and they're getting less.
Pero yung manununtok sila ng bagets because the person has been unfair, that is not yet fully developed. Yung impulse control in order to do that. And because, kasi impulse control gets fully developed at 25 years old. Kaya ngayon yung inaano natin, na itong nangyari sa Leyte, they lack impulse control. And
correct.
There is a biological explanation there. There's no question that they lack impulse control. And there is also, it's just like, for example, the brain in alcohol. If you are in alcohol, the impulse control function of your brain will be severely degraded. Okay, severe. You will actually be having like developing brain of a 12-year-old that lacks the impulse control. Ganon ang kanyang situation. Pero ang inaano kasi natin dito is, what would be ang nangyayari kasi dito, age becomes a mitigating factor of punishment of a specific crime.
Actually, it is become an absolving factor.
Ay, hindi na siya
mitigating. It's absolving factor kasi piruin mo if they are 14 years old and below, you cannot charge them altogether. You cannot charge them at all. So, yung 14 years old and below ba, do they not have an ability to have criminal intent? Ayun nga yung problem because they can. Okay, yun nga lang, okay. Ang difference nga lang, okay, dahil nga bata ito at maaaring hindi nga niya control yung kanyang impulses. Yeah, wala man nagsasabi na we treat them differently. We treat them differently, but it doesn't mean the consequences is is less than what it should be. Ngayon, yung sinasabi kong less dito is not really apples to apples commensurate dun sa adult adult application of law, but it has to be something that is more than what we are getting right now. Kasi what we are getting right now, 14 years old and below, no liability at all. No liability at all. Let me repeat that. No liability at all. They are not charged. Yun yung problem. Okay? Why don't we charge these children? Okay? Let's charge these children for the crime that they committed. And then because of their age, they will be entitled to enter into a program or an institution that caters minors and things like that. But they have to be responsible and accountable to whatever act that they committed. Ang problem ka nga kasi ngayon, ang reality nga kasi ngayon, just because of the age, they are not held accountable. All they need to do is to go an intervention program, a diversion program, a rehabilitation program, pero hindi nakalista na nakagawa siya ng krimen. And sa akin kasi, why do we need not to recognize it? Kasi ang sinasabi dito parang, ayaw kasi nating mapahiya yung bata, ganyan, na ganito yung ginawa niya, etc., ganun. But that's the truth. And denying the truth na nagawa niya yun is hypocrisy. Diba? Kasi kung magtitiwala ka rin lang naman na kaya mong mag-reform at kaya mong kaya mong mag-reform ng bata through rehabilitation program, intervention, or whatsoever, ganyan. Anong problema kung i-recognize mo na nakagawa siya ng krimen and yet later on na-reform mo siya? Because ang example ng reformation program natin dito sa Pilipinas that is actually a very good example is Robin Padilla. He committed the mistake, he committed a crime, he was reformed inside our reformation institution, and then after that, he lived a lawful life and a responsible Filipino citizen.
Ang ganito kasi, I think he wasn't able to understand my question about what is the point of disciplining his 12-year-old na nangupit ng pera. I might not be expressing myself very clear, but I want to make it very clear of why I asked that question. Kasi sabi niya, hindi alam ng 12-year-old yung consequence. Following his premises na hindi alam ng 12-year-old consequence, and siya bilang father, he was able to pangangaralan niya. And babalik ulit tayo dun sa premise. Bakit mo pangangaralan yung 12-year-old kung hindi rin naman niya alam? Hindi rin siya capacity to understand yung pangaral mo. So, pinapangaralan mo nga siya because you believe that 12-year-old would be able to understand you. Because if you sincerely believe that your kid would not be able to understand the consequences of action, kahit yung pangaral mo hindi mag-i-effective.
Oo, kasi di ba niya maiintindihan eh.
Intindihan eh.
Kaya nga sa tinanong ko siya ganina, at what age na dinidisiplina yung bata? Kasi di ba kung nangungupit yung bata at saka yung ganun yung mindset niya, parang feeling ko, yung nasa isip lang niya, hayaan na lang yan kasi they still do not understand the consequences of that thing, blah, 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 yada, yada. It's bullshit. Tapos sabi niya, ididisiplina niya daw. At to what extent?
Ididisiplina niya. Yun nga yung problem eh. Yun nga yung
Diba?
yun yung part na hindi siya responsive. Kasi nga yun yung nirereklamo natin. Yung pagdidisiplina ng batas ngayon is not enough. It is not really resulting into disciplining our children, the younger generation. The example is the shooters in Tacloban. They are laughing at the law. Diba? Ay, hindi. Magano lang, one year, 2 years, magpakita ka lang na nag-change ka. Diba? Macha-charge tayo
Kaya
dyan.
tinatanong ko siya,
Yes,
Joey, if
you are
he truly
15 and I am
understands the
14.
context
And
of that conversation or the exchanges, the reason why they're laughing. Is it because they're laughing kasi he's thinking that they're innocent? No, they're laughing because they can get away with it.
Oo, yun yung part na meron siyang misapprehension ng facts. Kasi ang pagkakaintindi niya, nagtatawanan yung mga bata kasi hindi naiintindihan yung mga nangyayari, which is utterly wrong. 'Di ba?
Ayan,
And I think
tinatanong ko siya if naiintindihan niya ba yung waray mo na language.
Oo. And I think pag mag-o-opine ka, dapat sa mga bagay na ganito, especially in sensitive issues like that, you should be at least responsible in fully understanding the factual scenario. 'Di ba? They are not laughing because they do not understand what is going on. In fact, we were appalled that they understood the loopholes of the law. So, yun nga yung kaya nga 'to naging issue eh. Kaya nga 'to naging national conversation because we saw that whatever the juvenile justice system is giving to our society, it is not enough to discipline our children. Because the killers are laughing. The shooters of Tacloban are laughing. Dahil sabi nga nila, magpakita ka lang naman, nag-change ka na, lalabas na tayo niyan.
Pero yun na nga yung ano ng hirap. Tinanong ko na, because they're laughing, they don't know the consequence of their action. Parang, grabe yung leap of argumentation na dahil tumatawa sila, hindi nila alam yung consequence ng action nila. When in fact, ang pinagtatawanan nila is kung gawin nila yung krimen nila, ganun lang yung magiging consequence ng action nila na undergo lang sila rehabilitation, mayroon pa nga doon na pag 21, di ba sabi pa nga nila na, naku, magpakita lang tayo na reform, parang gano'n ang tema na, I don't know, Damian, no? You understand more their language, pero ang naintindihan ko doon is pag nagpakita sila na na-reform na sila, pwede sila makalabas at 21 years old.
Pag nag-behave lang daw.
Sabi ni Fernando, Diyos ko naman pangalan, ano ba namang user to? Try to understand where's looking this at too. Tinry nga naming maintindihan. Kaya nga nakita namin na meron siyang misapprehension ng facts. Do you understand that, Fernando?
Ako naintindihan ko where he's looking this at too. Tinanong ko nga siya. Sabi niya, hindi pa fully develop yung brain. Okay. Pero kaya hindi lack of capacity of understanding. But the point is that's empirically false. Hindi fully developed of brain in terms of impulse control, but in terms of understanding, it is there. It has been sinabi ko na sa iyo, Fernando. I don't want to look at this at his own perspective because his perspective lack empirical grounding. Bakit ko ipe-prefer yung perspective niya na lacking empirical grounding when I'm actually aware of neuroscience studies that toddlers actually have basic understanding of right and wrong and even the concept of fairness. Kaya nga yung mga kids ninyo can experience jealousy because they understand the concept of fairness. Ang kulang lang sa kanila is impulse control na minsan masasapak nila yung kapatid nila who is getting more. Do you understand? You will never experience jealousy, okay? If you don't have any experience or envy, if you don't have any understanding of what's fair in your family, and every parent understand that. That's why parents take so much effort in order to make sure that their children get equal of everything. Because they know that their kids understand the concept of unfairness. Ngayon, kung sasabihin mo sa akin, na these people, that the kids don't understand, lack capacity of understanding, then education will not be able to work because education rests on the premise that the person being educated will be able to understand.
Correct. Ayun, teka lang, I would just have to respond to this. Let's say he's not from here in the Philippines, he's looking at it from the US POV, then you have no business in joining our discussion. Fernando, you and Selectable are both idiots to impose upon us. Wait lang, let me finish, guys. Let me finish. you and Selectable has no business, both of you have no business in talking about and imposing your US POV because we are talking about the Philippine scenario. So where do
Hindi,
you get your
sandali.
bravado that, ay hindi, yung perspective niya kasi US perspective eh.
Hindi,
Wala kami
hindi.
pake sa US perspective.
Hindi, I don't
This
care
is a
about
Philippine
your,
scenario.
hindi, I
Where
don't
do you
care
get
about
your bravado na dapat i-consider namin kasi US yung perspective niya. Hindi ba dapat 'yan ang ang kinol out mo kay Selectable? Na Selectable,
Hindi.
you cannot impose your point of
Hindi.
view here because
Hindi.
this is a Philippine situation.
Wait, Philippine, whether you are from the Philippines or the United States, doesn't matter here because his argument raised on a physical description of the brain. Okay, magbabago ba ang physical description of the brain pag nasa United States ka or in the Philippines? Ano tayo? You belong in the same species. Ano ba tayo? Ano ba? Magkaiba ba ang species? Ang Pilipino at Amerikano? Sinasabi ko na, ang kanyang argument raised on a physical description of the brain. That the brain of a 12-year-old has no capacity to understand. Sinabi ko na sa iyo, the neuroscience studies refutes that empirically. Ngayon, it doesn't matter if you're in the United States, you're in Tibet, or you're in Timbuktu. That is the physical description of the brain. Okay? Wala kang pakialam of where you're gonna look at it, US perspective or Philippine perspective. Ang nangyayari lang, okay, is the brain acts based on the presence of information, which I conceded to him na pag ikaw hindi mo and he agreed. Yun din ang kanyang tenor ng argument. Hindi daw naiintindihan ng bata because lack of information. That is the entire argument. But it also refuted his own argument that the brain of a 12-year-old lacks a capacity of understanding. Doesn't matter if he's looking this from US perspective or whatever. We're talking here about the physical description
As
of
in
the brain.
US, a 12-year-old can be legally imprisoned in the United States.
Kasi meron silang hearing for discernment sa US eh. Depende sa state. But anyway, I acknowledge the possible cultural difference because I don't think Selectable is capable of really parang looking at the situation beyond dun sa POV that he grew up with. So I can understand that we have different set of values because you are looking at this in US perspective, whatever that is, okay? Whatever that is. And that, I think, is the cue on your part to hold your horses and before you join our conversation, first study what is the Philippine point of view on the matter. Because we are talking about we're talking about the Philippine situation here. So, you want us to understand where he is coming from because he's from the US? We're not talking about the US scenario here. We're talking about the Philippine scenario here. Hindi kami ang mag-a-adjust dito. Kayo ang mag-adjust. Wala akong pake sa US POV mo. 'Di ba?
Pero wala
kami pake sa US POV mo. Ngayon, yung sinasabi niya kasi dapat hindi binlock, dapat pinagbigyan siya. But he continuously lie.
I think that's the same person.
And malamang siya lang rin yan eh. He continuously lie. Okay? Sinasabi niya na, hindi ko naman sinasabi na yun yung stand ko. When the question specifically ask him what is going to do dun sa 12 years old na pumatay. Hindi yan yung sinabi ko. That scenario came out of your mouth. And then to tell me that you did not say it is a disrespect to the people here who were listening to what you said. So, the least thing that you can do is to be honest. Yun lang yun. And put your bravado in in proper place. Wala kami pakime sa US POV mo. Hindi kami ang mag-a-adjust sa US POV mo. Kayo ang mag-adjust doon sa Philippine scenario.
Pero wala namang relevance yung US POV niya. Kasi nga, he is arguing from he's arguing based on the physical.
Limited kasi yung knowledge niya dun sa USPOV niya. That acts as a limitation to whatever he knows.
Joey, all the more. Kasi
Pero it's not limited on USPOV eh. It's actually limited on actual empirical studies on the brain. That is the problem. It's not
Hindi nga na kaya sakyan yun kasing part na yun.
ayun na nga. Kasi nga, ang argument kasi niya is, can a 12-year-old brain can physically capable of understanding? Of course, if you're going to tell me na a 12-year-old brain is not physically capable of understanding, you must provide an empirical study. But the thing is, empirical study after another by actual neuroscientists say that even a toddler has a brain that can physically understand right from wrong. So,
correct.
So, tapos na yung ano. So ngayon, ang problema na lang doon is lack of information. Of course, if you don't have information, bakla it's trivial to say that you cannot understand. Of course, if you don't have information, you cannot understand everything about what's going to happen.
Ayun. Anyway, Damian, you wanted to say something?
No, ano lang, Joey. I always find it so funny na like in this case, instead of revisiting the juvenile law ni Kiko Pangilinan, ang ginagawa nasa online, it's blaming or putting a blame to the online games, by which I don't really see the connection ba. Instead of revisiting the law.
Sandali lang, Damian and Joey. Kasi may mga tao dito na ngayon lang ata na pumasok. Halimbawa, ito si Penzulo. So how do you want these kids be punished? I think Penzway, whatever, you just came here late. Okay? Ang sinasabi
namin actually yung guidelines on how to deal with it.
Nagbabanggit na kami dito, binasa pa nga namin. Ang sinasabi namin dito, okay, ako, personally, what I'm saying is, yeah, I agree with you that don't put these kids in adult prison. Okay. Kasi nga, I would agree with you that they might still be able to be reformed. Okay? I agree with you because their brain is still developing. I agree with that. Okay? Pero ang sinasabi ko, mali yung batas. Kasi yung batas, sinasabi, minimum of 1 year of confined rehabilitation, which has no scientific grounding at all. A 12-year-old that escaped, a 14-year-old capable of murder has a brain that is already developmentally damaged by whatever, and that it could be reformed in 1 year is impossible. Kaya nga igigame niya yung system which is now more likely because there have already been discussion on what is actually the diagnostic criteria in order for someone to be released from rehabilitation. So nakikita nyo. Second, sinabi ko na dito, if a kid, okay, if a minor committed a heinous crime, a minimum of 13 years is going to be computed like age that the crime is committed plus 13 years. Why? If you're 12, a minimum of 13 years, you will be assessed at 25 years old. Why at 25 years old? Because at 25 years old, you already have a more or less fully developed prefrontal cortex. And that means that your brain is now capable of impulse control. So at 25, you would be assessed if you could actually demonstrate that your brain is already capable of impulse control so that you would not be able to repeat the heinous crime that you committed when you are a juvenile. And I believe that's just fair. No, if you commit a heinous crime, you should be deprived of liberty. And I agree with these people na the juvenile can still be reformed. Okay, then it would be a confined rehabilitation, but it would be a minimum of 13 years. So age of commitment of the crime plus 13 years. And I think that's just fair for the victim's family and etc. And the victim's family should actually be included in actually assessing whether the juvenile offender actually shown true remorse. Hindi lang yung pwede na specialist ka lang, dapat kasama yung victim's family so that the full justice would include the victims themselves in actually assessing whether this person has been reformed or not. It should be included in the diagnostic. Hindi yung ano lang, pag nagpakita ka lang ng reform, papakitaan mo lang yung social worker. And the social worker is not even trained on assessing whether a brain has been fully reformed.
Okay. I would like to answer, how would you like the kids to be punished? Okay? For the benefit of Penzui na nagtanong dito kanina, I am going to repeat myself. Okay? Ito yung problem. Okay? There are issues doon sa existing laws natin, sa juvenile justice system natin, because number one, it doesn't acknowledge the fact that children can actually commit crime. Okay? Ngayon, when you have penal laws, what you punish is the perversity of the mind. Okay? The mind is perverse is if you know that it is wrong but you do it anyway. So, merong criminal intent. Yun yung pinapunish, yung criminal intent na yun that was actually converted into real act, into an overt action. Yun yung pinapunish nung crime. Okay, ngayon, you have an adult who commits crime, you have minors who commit crime. Okay? Wala tayong problema dun sa adult because if proven true that they committed crime, meron ka ng mga nakalistang punishment dyan on how they should repay for their sins or how they can be reformed through our system, through our institution. Now the problem is with the youngsters. Okay? The law that we have right now does not really punish the perverse mind, because the consequence of a child who committed a crime has very, very little consequence and doesn't really provide enough room for reform. So to answer your question, we need to revisit the juvenile justice system in such a way that you would be able to impose consequence enough to punish and reform the perverse mind of a youngster. Hindi po pwede yung walang liability. Hindi po pwedeng i-charge kasi hindi naman criminal yan. No, criminal nga sila. And if a child is a criminal, if they committed a crime, they are criminal. Ibig sabihin ba nun, hindi sila marereform? No, marereform pa rin sila. Then make a program that will truly reform a child that is mistaken.
Yes, and the reform was actually not based on your feelings. Na feelings of hope na after 1 year, marereform na
There's
sila.
rainbows and butterflies and unicorns that will translate a young killer into an angel.
Oh, kasi sinasabi ko sa inyo, no? Kasi hindi ata Penzui yung trajectory ng argument, no? Sinasabi ko nga sa iyo, di ba? There is a normal developmental trajectory na sinusunod ang mga tao. Tayo mga, we've been 12 years old, etc. We know how we lack impulse control during those years, which is common to everyone. Ngayon, yung bata talaga, na grabe yung lack of impulse control, na talagang naka-rape siya, nagawa niya itong katulad sa Leyte, then that physical brain, wouldn't actually follow the developmental trajectory that Joey Cruz had when she was 12 years old to 18 until now, or Damien or Grammy or any one of us here who didn't commit a heinous crime when we were teenagers. Magkaiba na yon. So you now have two different physical system. So ngayon, itong isa, it would take so much more time to be able to actually realign to a normal developmental trajectory wherein impulse control becomes the default structure of the brain. Okay? Kaya yung punishment, deprivation of liberty. You would have to be confined in rehabilitation in a rehabilitation center. That is already your part of your punishment. Pero yun nga, yung humanistic and humanitarian side, no, is that while you're going through it, you will be actually subjected to developmental reform that is actually based on latest evidence on neuroscience on how the brain could actually be structured for impulse control to be actually the default condition of the brain. So that the juvenile offender, when the juvenile offender got released for me at age 25 minimum, then they would not actually recommit what they were able to do in their juvenile years. And that is actually then you balance everything. You balance that the society will actually will live peacefully because they don't have this a kid that lacks impulse control, that they could actually just do everything they want with thinking that after a year they could be released if they could just convince a social worker that they have been reformed.
Sabi niya yan yung point ni Solek. Hindi yan yung point ni Solek. Hindi nyo narinig yung premise niya. Ang premise nga niya, children has no capacity of understanding what they're doing. So, ibig sabihin, si Solek, steady na siya dun sa existing justice system natin ngayon. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, naniniwala siya na wala dapat liability or responsibility ang isang child criminal. So, hindi yun yung point ni Solek. Hindi yun yung point ni Solek.
Paano naging point ni Solek? Ang point ni Solek, walang una-una, ang premise niya, kaya namin siya pinakyat dahil sinabi niya na immature daw ang 12 years old compared to a 25 years old. Yung sabi ko, maturity is about impulse control. Nag-agree ako sa iyo na walang impulse control pa, fully developed impulse control, children, adolescent, because only got fully formed by 25 years old. But dumating ang argumentation kanina, if you're not following it, dumating ang argumentation kanina, sinasabi niya na wala daw capacity to understand. Sinabi ka namin, that is empirically false. He is making a physical description of a 12-year-old brain that he says, because of its physical stage, it lacks the capacity to understand, which is empirically false. Magkaiba ang lack of impulse control because the brain has not yet fully developed, at a brain that has no capacity to understand. Those are two different physical states. Okay? If a brain has no capacity to understand, even at a normal brain, no? If your brain at toddler, you already have a capacity to understand from right or wrong. And concept of fairness. Pero
Dixie,
ang sabi niya, punish the kids, but as kids. Wala naman kami, sinasabi mo, punish as kids? Ang sinasabi namin dito, nag-improve na kami ng argument. Ang sinasabi namin dito is, you have to reform, but the reform cannot continue as according to the law, currently law. Wala na kaming punish kids as kids. Wala kami sinasabi na punish kids as adults. Ang sinasabi namin dito is, the existing law is not going to do what it wanted to do. And that is
ano ay real name nito, Pao? Rod Rodriguez? Pao? Ano yung real name niya? Rod Rodriguez?
Hindi.
Ano yun?
Hindi.
Hindi, ito yung picture niya, oh. Di ba siya yan?
Hindi, iba.
Iba. Okay, anyway, ang tawag dito, Dixie and Fernando, next time if you're going to use this kind of username, automatic ibablock na kayo, ha? Ibablock na kayo. But anyway, for tonight, yung sinasabi mo, walang sinabi niya, sabi niya punish kids as kids. Hindi nga yun yung sinasabi niya. Hindi nga niya naiintindihan yung point, okay? Nung tinanong siya kung papaano niya i-deal ang 12 years old na nakapatay, ang sabi niya, i-rehab. Okay? And that is when I explained that in the situation, in the current Filipino situation, Philippine justice system, juvenile justice system situation, okay? Yung rehabilitation mo is not working. Okay? Yung rehabilitation is not working. Why? Kasi hindi nga tugma yung konsepto ng punishment and reform doon sa ino-offer ng juvenile justice system. Why? Unang-una, hindi naman kompleto yung setup dito ng ng Bahay Pag-asa dito sa Pilipinas eh. Ilang LGU lang yung merong I want to know if merong merong naka-set up na Bahay Pag-asa sa Tacloban, Leyte. Tama, Tacloban, Leyte. I would like to know kung kumpleto ba sila ng psychologist diyan, kumpleto ba sila ng mga diyan. Sabi niya, hindi, i-reform natin, ganyan. Paano mo nga i-reform? Ang ino-offer nga lang dito sa atin, 1 year tapos review, kung okay ka, kung bumait ka na, lalabas ka na. Is that enough for reform? It's not. So yung sinasabi mo, punish kids as a kids, wala nga ino-offer na punishment. Wala nga ino-offer na punishment kasi wala nga silang kaso, yung 14 years old.
Hindi ko maintindihan yung punish kids as kids. Wala namang sinasabi
Wala
dito
nga punishment.
Wala nang punishment. Walang punishment. Saka ikalawa, yung ano kasi yung opposite no, punish kids as adults. But that is a contradiction in term. We already know that they're kids. Of course, they will be punished as kids. How else you gonna punish them? No.
It's not even called punishment under our existing law. It's not even called punishment. Under our existing law, walang konsepto ng punishment dun sa juvenile delinquency. Reform lang siya. Walang accountability at all. And I think that aspect that is forgotten is the one that encourage kids like yung mga Tacloban shooters na gawin yung ginawa nila. Because yung isang aspeto why you create penal laws to punish and to reform, yung punishment na part is already taken away by that law. Hindi nyo nagigets? Sabi niya, problema na yan ng batas. Kaya nga, yun nga yung pinag-uusapan namin dito. Exactly, yung problema ng batas. Ito yung problem, Dixie, pagkapasok kayo ng pasok sa usapan na hindi nyo naiintindihan. Pagkatapos hindi, tama siya. Hindi kayo talaga makasabay sa usapan. Yun yung problem. Pagka ganyan, makinig lang kayo. Hindi yung entrada and mga big dick energy kayo. Yun yung pangatawanan yung utak ninyo na dapat yun ang nilalakihan eh. Diba? Pa-big dick energy kayo sa amin eh. Pagkatapos, hindi dick yung kailangan namin dito, utak. Sumabay kayo sa usapan. Hindi, yun ang sinabi niya, ganyan, putang ina. Pinag-uusapan nga namin dito, walang punishment under the existing law for 14 years old pa ba?
Ang ano kasi,
even 18, no, yung sa entire juvenile justice system, walang ang punishment na ino-offer. Ang tawag nga dun sa mga 18 years old pa baba, children in conflict with laws. They're not even called criminals.
Kahit nga caning, wala eh. Hindi ba, aminin nyo, na bawal lang ngayong paluin ng mga bagats. Di ba? Yung panahon natin, that is how punishment is conducted by our parents when we committed even a simple mistake. Can you imagine, papaluin ka ng hanger, papalurin ka sa munggo. Ngayon nga kahit sabihin mo dito kina Kiko Pangilinan, sige, ano na lang, kung makakomit ng heinous crime, paluluhurin niya sa munggo katulad ng ginagawa sa atin ng mga bata tayo or papaluin ng hanger, etc. Manuloka yan sila, ayaw nila yan. That was how we were punished as kids. Ano ba yung punish kids as kids? Because there are different types of punishment according to when you grow up as a kid. Ito si Joey, aminin mo, Joey, nung bagets ka, nung kid ka, nakagawa ka ng mali, ano naging punishment mo? Umaming ka.
Sinampal ako ng tatay ko.
Itong mga nakapatay na napakarami, kahit sampal, hindi mo pwedeng gawin.
Correct, exactly. So, what do you mean exactly yung punish kids as kids? Sinagot-sagot ko yung nanay ko, narinig ng tatay ko, sinampal ako, nakatikim ako ng isang matindi.
Ito nga, naka-mass murder, bakla. Nakalagay sa batas, bawal ang violence, any type of violence in apprehending the kid perpetrator. Ano man punish kids as kids? Ikaw ba nung nasampal, ikaw nga masisinturon ka ng tatay mo kung nakakupit ka ng pera sa wallet niya eh. o yun, punish kids as kid. Ito, Bex, kahit sinturin mo yung nakakommit ng nakailan siyang nakategi, bakit hindi mo pwedeng sinturin? Hindi mo pwedeng latayan ng kahit ano ang mga bagets na ito na nakategi ng tatlo at nakasugatan, nagpaulan ng bala sa eskwelahan. So, ano exactly mo sinasabi? Punish kids as kids. Kahit nga yung normal punishment as kids, hindi nila may experience.
Correct. Ayan. Anyway, Damian, you wanted to say something para makapunta na tayo kay Krami.
Ay, yun lang, Joey, na instead of revisiting the law, yung sinabi ni Sas, instead of revisiting the law, now we are heading towards or the online games na parang walang connect. Parang siyang naging sa akin lang it seems to me na parang pagtatakpan lang yung kay Kiko at saka i-blame na naman yun sa sa online games, but it doesn't really connect. It doesn't, hindi talaga siya nagme-make sense. It doesn't make sense. Yun lang.
Okay. Thank you, Damian. Maraming salamat. Ayan.
Bye.
Bye, Damian. Thank you very much. Hello, Krami.
Hi, Miss Joey. Hello, Sas. Dun sa isang speaker. So, yung kaninang umakyat si Selectable, hindi ko na lang siguro papatulan yung argument niya kasi clearly umakyat lang siya para ilabas yung katangahan niya at mang-troll lang. So, yung punto ko is i-compare ko na lang yung batas natin ngayon sa pagdidisiplina ng magulang nung 90s at nung mas matagal pa, no? So yung pagdidisiplina kasi parang pag weak yung pagdidisiplina mo sa mga anak mo, lalaki sila na parang walang takot sa magulang, walang takot sa batas, walang takot sa mas nakakatanda sa kanila. Seems sa batas natin ngayon, napaka-weak ng batas natin. So katulad niyan yung mga namaril sa Leyte, no? Alam nila na matatakasan nila yung ginawa nila. Aware sila sa consequences at aware sila na hanggang doon lang sila sa parang 1-year confinement, pero hindi sila ikukulong katulad ng mga
aware
criminal.
sila na po pwede nilang
So,
ma-minimize yung
sa akin,
consequences.
yun yung ipupunto ko na parang yung batas natin ngayon sobrang weak. Kaya pag sobrang weak yung pagdidisiplina natin sa mga bata, wala talaga silang gagawing maganda sa hinaharap.
Sobrang aware
Yun lang,
sila.
Miss Joey.
Thank you, Krami. Sobrang aware sila that they can actually cheat their way. Cheat their way na ay, naririnig ba ako? Clear ba ako? Hello?
Ay.
Ayan.
Parang hindi ko kayo naririnig.
Okay.
Naririnig kita.
Nakikita ko kayo nagsasalita pero hindi ko naririnig yung audio.
Okay. Sige.
Balik ako, Miss Joey.
Okay. Yes.
Feeling ko sa akin yung problema.
Okay. So, yun, aware yung mga kasi ito nga yung experience ng mga pulis eh. Sinasabi nga ng mga pulis na minsan meron silang manguhuli ng mga bata, tapos may dala silang birth certificate. Mga nahuhuling nagnanakaw, nagsasnatch, ganyan-ganyan. Tapos may dala silang birth certificate kasi alam nila pag 14 years old and below, hindi sila matcha-charge. Pag hinuli sila ng pulis, papakawalan lang rin sila ng pulis. Or, alam mo yun? Malaki yun chance, papakawalan lang sila ng pulis kaysa i-commit sila sa Bahay Pag-asa. Ganon. Ayun. Sabi ni Black Power, this is the most pretentious channel I've seen on YouTube. Only looking at it on your own POV. No. Kayo yung pretentious. Okay? Binibigyan kayo ng space para magsalita. Pagkatapos, nung magsasalita kayo, binubullshit nyo kami. Yun yung problem. Hindi namin kayo ginugol na mag-agree kayo sa amin. Ang goal namin dito is, pag makikipag-usap kayo sa amin, huwag nyo kaming gagaguhin. Ang problema kay Solectitude, ginago niya kami. Hindi, you're putting words in my mouth. Wow, talaga, klarong-klaro yung tanong ko sa'yo. Anong gagawin mo sa 12 years old?
Ano ba yung POV na sinasabi mo? Sino ba yung inakyat mo? Sino ba yung kaninong comment ito?
Si, ang tawag, Black Power.
Oo, kung sino ka man, yung comment na binanggit ni Joey, we are only looking at, sabi mo, tinitina lang namin to sarili naming POV. Actually, no, we are looking at, I'm looking at it at his own POV. His POV is that the brain of a 12-year-old has no capacity to understand. That is a physical description of a brain, physical capability of a brain at 12 years old. Yan ang kanyang POV. Sinasabi ko sa'yo, kung sasabihin mo na I have to look at it at his own POV, na ganyan ang physical description, I cannot accept that because that is not empirically correct. Ngayon, gusto mong tanggapin ko yan, edi magpantasya na lang tayo dito. Siya nag-offer ng physical capability of the brain at 12 years old eh. O di tinatanong nga namin siya eh, ano ba yung studies na sinasabi mo that a 12-year-old has no physical capability, a 12-year-old's brain has no physical capability to understand the consequences of an action. Wala siyang nabigay. So, anong POV yung gusto mong tingnan namin doon? Yung wala siyang evidence. To actually support his physical claim. Sasabihin ko sa inyo it is a physical claim of the brain of 12-year-old. Ngayon, if you cannot tell us any empirical study that support your claim of the physical description of the brain, there's no point of looking at it at your POV because you are speaking from a point of ignorance of latest neuroscience study of developing brain from infant to 25 years old. So wala kang POV. That is your uninformed opinion.
Oo.
Why do you like us to consider
to continue listening to uninformed opinion. Diba?
Siya nag-offer ng physical capability of a 12-year-old brain. Nung tinanong siya, okay, ano bang evidence mo dyan? Kasi ang findings ngayon sa neuroscience, even infants even a toddler's brain, even infants has able capacity to understand basic ideas of right and wrong, even a concept of fairness. So ano ba yung hindi nila kayang intindihin? Ay hindi siya makapagsalita. Kung ano yung hindi kayang intindihin, pwede bang tanggapin na lang yon? Kung pwedeng tanggapin na lang yon, itapon mo ng education system. Why? Because the point of educating someone is that their brain is physically capable of what you are telling them. Hindi ba? Ano ngayon yung argument mo doon? Anong POV mo anong POV niya na hindi kailangan namin i-consider with as much as seriousness as neuroscience findings? Aber.
Yung mga comment na dapat di kayo bias, kineso, ganyan, dapat magsasalita. Pwede kayong magsalita, pero hindi po pwedeng bubullshitin nyo kami. Magkaiba yun.
Hindi bias. Bias against what? I am biased against neuroscience studies compared to what you're going to tell me about the brain without any empirical grounding. Do you really expect me to be not biased on neuroscience studies that have actually studied developing brains? Are you stupid? Ano tayo? edi magchichikahan na lang tayo dito. Ano to? All logical statements, etc. O edi ang ginagawa mo, ano ka, closed system ka. If your argument is based on the physical description of the brain, you must come here with actual empirical
empirical
findings from neuroscience. If you don't have that,
Then,
hindi ka,
di ba?
wala kang argument.
Get out of here. Oh, wala kang ambag sa usapan. Wala kang ambag sa usapan. Ngayon, if we call you out that your argument is unintelligent after hearing your argument, okay? It is not ad hominem. It is a description of what you offered to us. Okay? Ganun yon. Hindi porket nasaktan yung damdamin mo, ad hominem na. Hindi yun ganun. Okay?
Hindi ba? Kasi ganito lang yung kasimple, if you are claiming about the capacity of a hardware, you must actually understand the hardware at that age.
Mm-mm. Sabi ni agree din ako dun sa mga kakampi kay Solek, wala naman po masama sa sinabi nila. Actually meron. Treating a child as an imbecile is wrong thinking. Diba? Parang, hindi naman kasi naiintindihan ng bata yung ginagawa niya. Paano hindi naiintindihan? Bakit ganun yung assumption mo na isang bata ay hindi marunong umintindi? Okay? There might be some issues with restraint, there might be some issue with control, but a child can understand. A child can understand. Meron probably issue sa control, may issue sa restraint, may issue sa impulse.
The real issue there is impulse control. Okay, the real issue there is impulse control because the brain has not yet developed the prefrontal cortex, fully developed the prefrontal cortex responsible for full impulse control. Okay, that is the physical explanation of impulse control. Ngayon, ang tinatanong, ngayon, kung i-connect mo yung impulse control with the capacity of a brain at 12 years old to understand, you are basing your argument on nothing because studies after studies of neuroscience and behavioral psychologists already established that even a toddler has basic capacity of understanding right from wrong.